This is the mothership of Advisor Ratings, Australia's first transparent and independent service to find, rate and review financial advisors. In simple terms, it's the TripAdvisor for financial advice. Chief Operating Officer Jaime Brands is focused on making sure the business is based on using the best tech available. So we sent in Microsoft's master trainer, Daniyel McAvoy, to help.
How do people find Advisor Ratings and where do they use it?
So we're a web-based platform. Consumers can search on Google for a financial advisor. The advisors' names will come up with their star ratings next to their name within the search results. And then once they get to our platform, that's the main aim of the homepage. So they can search for a financial advisor based on location, gender, rating, a number of other factors.
How many people do you have working on the team and are they all here?
We have probably 20 all up. 8 people in the office most days, and then we have various people off-site, and that can be off-site in Macedonia, India, China, and an off-site in Sydney.
Do you often have team members collaborating, and how often do they need to do that?
We need to collaborate constantly. Because of that diversity in terms of location, we need to be able to collaborate online at all times.
So what sort of collaborative tools do you use right now?
Dropbox, when we're collaborating amongst team members that don't necessarily have an Advisor Ratings domain email address. Google Drive when it's within the domain. Obviously we use Gmail, Calendar. At times we've used Trello, Asana, Harvest, Tom's Planner.
Wow.
So a number of different ways of collaborating across a document as well as communicating amongst the team. PowerPoint, we haven't been able to get to a point where we can collaborate on a presentation document at the same time easily. We have trialled some products, but yeah, it would be good to sort of streamline all of that, definitely.
Okay, great. I noticed that everybody has a different device here. There's a number of devices from Mac and HP and such. How do you all choose which devices you bring to work?
Partly personal preference, and partly if we have contractors working with us, for example, they'll bring their own device. And then also because we were a startup, so we would bring in various pieces of equipment from home. We are using a lot of different tools to collaborate at Advisor Ratings. Is that normal for a business?
It is fairly normal for a business. You can find that over time you'll run into different applications and try them out, and they'll work for what you want to do, and you'll end up paying monthly subscriptions for a number of different applications, and some of them might even do the same thing as the last app that you used. So it's really important to look at what you're using and find a way to sort of bring them all together and really streamline what you're doing.
It's a relief to hear that we're not the only business that's using too many software apps. How can we streamline it?
Well, Microsoft actually has a really nice platform called Microsoft Teams, which sort of streamlines everything from your instant messaging to your collaboration and projects to your official comms within your organization and puts it into one place. And there's some really great plugins to bring in maybe some existing tools that you're using and have them all into the one spot.
That sounds really interesting. Can you tell me a bit more about that? Is that just part of our Microsoft Office Suite subscription?
So Microsoft Teams comes as part of some of the business subscription packages. You can check out our website if you want to find out exactly which subscriptions come down with Microsoft Teams. But there is a number of ways that you can get your hands on it, and it'll be really great for your business.
What exactly do I get?
So Microsoft Teams is this really great place that's sort of built with a SharePoint or OneDrive background. Effectively, anything that you put onto Teams and that your team is collaborating with will live in that Teams channel on a SharePoint. So you mentioned before that you use some other services for online storage and collaboration. That'll be all in the one place. You can also instant message people. So instead of having to go to different applications to IM somebody across the channel and find out what they're doing or ask where they're at with a project, you can do that right within the application, and you can do that even on the document that you guys are working on.
Right. So I imagine that if we're using one application with all of the tools that we need in it, that it's going to be better from a security point of view?
We've built tools in there to make sure that access isn't granted to just anybody, and only the people that you allow into the Teams channel can access the documents.
Some of us have Macs. Is it compatible with our current systems if some of us have Macs and some of us have PCs?
Absolutely. Microsoft's all about helping you engage with your work wherever and however you want to. So we've made sure that Microsoft Teams is available both on Mac and Windows, up from Windows 7, also on your smartphone as well, Android, iOS, even a Windows phone. It's all available on those platforms.
Great. Productivity and efficiency are really important to us, and we know that upgrading our tech on a regular basis enables that. What sort of products would you recommend for a team like ours?
Collaboration is obviously key for you. It sounds like you have a lot of people out in the field. Whether or not you're working in a coffee shop or in the office, I think Microsoft Surface Pro would be perfect for you. Make sure that you look out for the latest Intel Core processors. They'll make sure that you have that efficiency that you need from your device, and you'll know that you're getting the most up-to-date device possible.